So Jack had a little incident. So what he did was we have a little black gate, and like it has like little like corners, kind of like if this was sliced in half, his little paws would kind of go in there and get himself caught. And this is the second time that he's done this. The first time it was his arm, and then the second time around it's with his little paw. And he isn't hurt. He isn't seriously injured, but he's a little dazed, a little bit from it, but he can still walk. So I'm going to show you what kind of cage that I'm talking about here. I can kind of show you. And this is what I'm talking about. So as you can see on this gate here, this has an edge that goes sliced in there. And his little paw would get stuck in here. And actually it happened like 15 minutes ago, so it hasn't been long. So what happened was, I actually didn't really see. I saw the first time when it happened when his arm got stuck. But with this one, what happened was actually I just came in the room. I was going to see what he was doing and kind of play with him. And then all I saw was the cage kind of bend like this. And his paw got stuck. And he was yelping. He wasn't a quiet puppy. He was yelling. So I'm like, if you have cages that have slit edges for puppies, I would not get them because we're not gonna have a cage like this anymore. We're gonna get another one. We have this one up here for now. And I just feel bad for Jack. I feel bad for Jack because he feels so now kind of unhappy because at this moment he'd be playing, goofing around, jumping up. I believe it was one of these paws. I don't think it'd be one of his back feet, but I think it was his little paws. So yeah. Yeah, Jack is a very hyper, energetic dog, so when he runs, sometimes he'll get stuck. And what will happen is actually...
Where did his bandana go?
I have no idea. Because what will happen is actually, when he jumps up on the cage, if he just slices his hand, like right in here, his hand could get stuck. And he'll panic. So that's the thing that worries me about some of these gates. Because dogs will panic and then they'll make it worse. And that's what really scares me about having that black gate. Because I'm afraid that, say if we're doing something and none of us can watch him, he's going to get himself really hurt. And if he turns away real quick, he can sprain it. So that's what I'm really hoping we can get a new gate to where he can't be causing harm. If you're wondering why we don't let him out anymore, it's because he isn't potty trained yet, and we live in an apartment, and we're going to get ourselves kicked out if we keep on letting him use the bathroom all over the place. So once he's potty trained, those gates are going bye-bye. As you can see, they have like little zippers on. This is a little cage we got from PetSmart. So yeah, that's Jack's incident. He's okay, but I feel like I need to make that aware for him because he's got his paw stuck like 2-3 times.
That was a cute bandana too. I wonder what happened to it.
We had bananas for him, but we're going to get a cage today, but we can't right now. So we're just going to go to the lake again. The same one that I filmed when he was going to the lake for the first time. So little Jack, that's just a little incident that he had. I mean, I'm still concerned about him, just I'm not going to make him feel like he should be watched 24/7 because he'll be like, what the heck. But yeah, Jack's still okay.
Well, that's a bummer.
if you're wondering, yeah, I came in the room. Mom was just stepping out, and then I think from what I looked at, because when I came in the room, I couldn't see much, but what I saw was I was coming up to the room. I see the gate kind of bend this way, and then I guess maybe he ran up on it and got his paw stuck. That's kind of like what I saw, but I couldn't see the whole thing because I mean, like, you know, like if a traumatic event happens, you really can't see much. You're just kind of like, oh crap, what just happened? And then you try to think on what you looked at, and then you're like, okay, that's kind of weird, but Jack's okay. He's kind of still dazed and shocked,
Well, that just sucks.
but he'll be okay.